Hi, I'm Josanne Wright Callender, the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck picture book. An educational system teaches literacy and social skills to children in primary grades. And this is one of the basic reasons why I decided to do this blog is, I really poured a lot of my own experiences and tips and tools into this program, which includes a student activity book and a teacher's guide. However, in thinking about how can one develop self-concept in children and self-esteem, this blog came to mind because I said, I could share more tips and tools in this virtual world that we live in. And in keeping with that theme, we've been going through a whole lot of ideas and ways that we can help our children out, and especially during this time. Children are back in school, COVID quarantine is over, and from one of my teacher friends, she said that they're just so excited. They don't care about the masks. They just want to be with their friends. However, this is a time for courage. And as I was talking about this topic in previous talks, it's how do we teach courage to our students? Because this is also part of that living a fearless life that we've been wanting our children to share, and that we also are hoping to have more courage in our own lives. And during these times of viruses and everything, it does make everybody a little nervous, and even more than nervous, makes us anxious at times. So courage is so important for us to portray and convey to our students as well and our children. So in looking at Z. Hereford's article, How to Develop Courage, or Live a Life of Courage, I always get her title mixed up with the one that I made it myself, but I'll include her link in my description box. She talks about first having doing it even when you don't feel like it, which was acknowledge and understand that it's not the absence of fear to develop courage. The second tip was have a willingness to do so, and that's today's topic. I was thinking about the student who was having trouble with his writing skills. And we didn't meet this last week, but his mother said that, she agreed that this was one of the areas that he's challenged by. So I gave him some real good encouragement, saying that, he has great ideas, and learning to put them in print is just going to catapult him to a higher level of communication. And he's only in the first year of high school. And so I was thinking about he is willing to work, but sometimes we need to encourage our students to have more of a willingness when things are tough or appear to be tough to them. And so I was thinking of what gives us the willingness to change our habits or our character to one that we perceive as better. Well, some people are driven by looking at what they don't want to have as a character trait. And they say, no, I don't want to, that person is not really living a generous, gracious, or forgiving life. I don't want to be like that. But I found personally what tends to help me move on to developing more of a willingness is to see people who are living in that way, the way that I'd like to be. And then not necessarily do I want to be exactly like them, but I like to pick and choose the traits that are really positive that I know I'm working on. And then I kind of cobble them together. And I says, I can see how they did that. They're always pleasant. They're always smiling, no matter what's going on. And I said, wow, I'd love to be that way too. And, it just is an effort. It takes an effort, but I believe it takes seeing how that looks to make the effort. And so, I thought about how did I try to portray this to my students? Well, I've read books to them, and The Happy Little Garbage Truck is one of those books because it portrays a character that's trying to do its best and has the stick-to-itiveness to do a good job. And this is, surrounding your students and your children with literary works, movies, any idea that has a positive force behind it. And another idea that I just thought of this morning was, I typically brought community workers in. These could be people who run pizza shops, fast food restaurants, police officers, firefighters, whoever was in my immediate neighborhood. And then we would also take the students out on field trips to grocery stores and places and show them how to choose good food to eat. But, just in those field trips, they ran into clerks and service providers who were generous and happy and helpful. So I think all of these examples gave my students indelible examples of what it looks like to have a positive outlook on life, and also to see that kindness in people and that willingness to show courage in serving others was just huge. So I hope these tips and tools have helped, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.